It's like living light bulb with the fan. We can forgive it. It's alright, it's alright. Doing alright, how are you? Doing pretty good. It's a nice Saturday today, weather's doing pretty great. Brainless Society, he's gonna take Jean. Ha-ha. Ho-ho-ho. Brainless. He's in, boys. How many hours do you have on Oni? 1,800? I'm approximating, it's a little bit over. I'm close to 2K. But I haven't played it early access. I only played it after full release. I've never played it during the early access or beta phase. The duplicant's asleep in. No lights. Okay. Don't shine on me, bro. We have no power, which is fine. Alright, I gotta deconstruct this. About speeding up, recently realized that I cannot speed up heat generation at Meta Refinery, only decrease power consumption. Only 2 MDT, 2 million? 2 million DTUs? Hold up. Is that MDTUs? Is that correct? That's a lot of heat, dude. 2 million? That's not 2, is that 2 million? Dude, that's a lot of heat. So it's not power positive, huh? That's kind of insane. Oh, we have idleness? That's kind of wild. Okay. I mean, if you idle, I need you mining. I played it from 1 PM to 9 PM today without realizing. Dude, time flies when you're having fun, man. What they say is true. Steel smelting generates a lot of heat. Sounds something you raise a polluted water in. 65C. It's steel smelting is interesting. You generate a lot of heat on that. There's a lot of cool builds you could do with it. I've seen people use the aqua tuner because of how much heat it generates, or I mean not the aqua, the metal refinery, and use that to make petroleum. It's kind of interesting. Oh, did you say yes or no to the light wheel running for the half? Oh, did I miss that? Yes, it does. It's weird. The thing, though, is that I don't know if it actually generates you more power, because I've never actually tested that. But it should. Technically, it should. But I've never hard tested if running a hamster wheel with the light works. Sorry I missed that, though. Thank you, Miss Chemical Stairs, bringing that to my attention. How do you understand Celsius if you're American? I initially didn't, to be honest with you. Oh, this guy's good, actually. I'm taking Nicola. I initially did not understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's fine. I was just, you know, I'm open-minded, so I was okay to learn it. And then after I learned it, it's not hard. You know, it's like after you learn it, it's not difficult. It's just more so that I was willing to learn it. And if you are, you know, it's just eventually you'll get it. I understood at the beginning that I didn't understand it, so I was going to be wrong a lot of the times. And after I was wrong enough and chat corrected me, I started to be right. And that's the life cycle of learning any skill, right? At the beginning, you might get a lot of answers wrong, but you can't let that deter you because you're still learning. As far as I know, from dupe training, no power is still the same. Huh, interesting. I see a Fluon. So do you at least get the benefit of increasing your attributes faster or anything like that? Well, I'm European, I would have to learn Fahrenheit. Dude, just learn Kelvin, dude. Just learn Kelvin. It's like, yeah, Fahrenheit's cool, but no one knows Kelvin. So, I mean, why not? I mean, it's not like no one knows. People know it. It's not common knowledge. You would have to be in a certain field or something like that for you to like know that at the back of your hand. I might want to grab automation. All right, I think at this point we're gonna. I don't want to grab bathroom loops yet because of the fact that. All right, we'll grab the electrolyzer set. Kelvin and C are almost the same. Oh, okay. Can't tell for sure. Okay, just subtract 250. Yo, man, 250 something. It's close. I know Kelvin, but I'm an engineer. See, that's the thing. Engineers would know it, but other people, I don't know, man. They probably just pulled numbers out of thin air. IT legit, when you admit a unit, it becomes easy to use. It's true. It'd be like that sometimes, man. The first step's the hardest, though. 273.15. Fluon, he knows Kelvin, dude. He knows. 250 sounds good. Yo, man, it's 350, FBC. You owe me about 350. So please, I need about 350. Can you help me out? Alright, so I'm looking at this really quick. There's a... Yeah, it's not hot right here. But I like having a flat top. So we're going to pretty much... So this is the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to mine that out. So this right here would be the top. And I don't mind that. That's okay. I wouldn't mind having space. So we'll have that. And then I could mine this from walking up. And then we'll mine this out. So that we could start building up the top. Is that another one? Oh, no, we saw that already. Okay, cool. Dude, all the geysers are right next to me. This is crazy. Other people say Kevin. It's Kelvin. There's an L. Hey, man, I read. Dude, man, I read. I'm hooked on phonics, baby. I know how to enunciate. That's what happens, man. When you grow up hooked on phonics, people are like, you could read that, but you don't know what it means. Like, yeah, man, that's how I learned how to speak. You read the letters. Damn, Loch Ness Monster. Hey, oh, flew onto engineer too? Aw, feels bad, man. The engineers know. The easiest scale, though, is just warm or cold. Dude, that's not... Dude, have you guys ever, when you guys were a child, if you guys remember, like, you were, like, a little kid, like, maybe even before going to school, do you remember taking a bath with your mom, and your mom's like, oh, the water's warm, and you touch that shit, and it burns like a motherfucker? Dude, that's happened to me way too many times. Mom's like, oh yeah, the water's warm. You go in and like, oh, right? You start cursing. Mom starts slapping you because you cursing. And then it's like, why is it so hot? It's like, no, that's warm. And it's like, you're just not used to it, man. Y'all, that ever happened to you guys, man, when you guys were little? That happened to me. Still happens to me. Yo, man, it'd be like that sometimes. They don't think it be like it is, though, but it do. And you know what, man? It still be like that sometimes. Women are just like that. I don't know if it's women. I think it's like a personal thing. Not personal thing, but it's like person or person. Hot and cold, warm, and temperate. It's person or person, man. I'm not an engineer. I just did not sleep in 3rd grade physics. You had 3rd grade physics? I didn't have that till middle school. Yo, Ruach, where you from? Man, the education over there is different than the American education, man. So Fahrenheit, 0 is too cold, 100 is too hot? I'm not even sure, man. It's usually around 100 something over here in Cali. It's a desert, dude. It gets hot. I mean, Celsius and Kelvin's easy enough. Fahrenheit's way harder because you change the scale. That's true. Water scale, right? Or is it human body scale? It's human body scale, right? Water scale versus human body scale? They bathe in burning hot water. Oh, so they got that natural heat resistance? Maybe if they're part dragon, like the animes. I burnt my wee-wee in hot water. Oh, dude. I hope you recover from that, FPC. That sounds like a bad time. Nah, it's how you feel it. Warm or cold, no science involved whatsoever. Okay, so it's kind of like when you're cooking and you're like, how much salt? And you're like, just enough. And people look at you, you're like, what do you mean just enough? More like hand versus ass temp? Oh, man. can't be like that. That's part of the human body still. Do you remember the first time you taste very hot spice? Yes. And you know what it was? It was hot Cheetos. I was coming home from elementary school, and what happened was that the homie wanted to stop by the liquor store, and we went. I got a fruit punch drink, and he got a bag of hot Cheetos. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's hot Cheetos, baby. It's delicious." So I was like, "All right, let me try it out." I ate it. Oh lord, dude! I started busting out sweating. My friend got scared. He thought I was allergic, and I was like, "Oh," and I was choking. There was not enough fruit punch. We went home. Told my mom. My mom's like, "Oh, it's cool. You just can't take spice," and it was all good. But damn, man, it was scary, dude. It was a scary time. It's like when you don't expect something spicy, and then like the hot Cheeto spice is also powdery. You inhale it, right? The hot spice. Oh man, that stuff burns, dude. I remember that. The hot spice hits different. The girlfriend says it's warm. Then I touch the water, and it's lava. Yeah, man. Every time. It be like that sometimes. So the dupes are setting up perimeter. They're setting up shop still. All is good. Oh, and I can't climb up. Okay. Can I post a link to a meme about hot water and women? It's safe for work. Okay. Wait. Hot water and women. Yo, it can't be misogynistic either. We're not about that life, man. Just saying. So I want to make sure it's also a tasteful meme. I don't want anyone to get offended. Love when mustard makes me drop tears. Dude, holy crap. Oh my god. Guys, have you guys ever heard of Felipe's? It's in Southern California. I went there before, and what they're famous for is pastrami dip. And what happened was that, oh lord. I think it was what was the dude's name that does the food challenges? Man versus Food. Yeah. Man versus Food. That guy went on to that shop, and I was like, oh dude, it's like 10 miles. I could just go there and grab one of those if it's that good. So I went. I got one of the French tip pastrami sandwiches. And what happened was that they were like, oh yeah, the hot mustard is delicious. Everyone was talking about it on the show. It was a fucking meme, dude. I got the hot mustard. It was worse than the fake wasabi they give you for sushi. You know the wasabi they gave you, it's like super spicy. And it's like, you just want a little bit of it. Dude, I put a little bit of that on the sandwich, and I was like, this is not edible anymore, dude. Like, it was bitter, it was burning. I got destroyed by that hot mustard, man. Like, it feels like they mixed in wasabi or something. Like, it was, oh, lord. But, yeah. Dude, the hot mustard, man, that stuff hurts. I see you over there. I'm chilling my t-shirt, cozy. They're saying, brrr. Yo, man, it'd be like that sometimes. Yo, what's the meme? I didn't see it. Ah, okay. I gotta post this in Discord so I could see. What's the meme? Welcome. Oh, haha. Yo, man. It'd be like that sometimes. The water's hot. Water's hot. You know what's one thing I noticed, though? Once your body gets accustomed to the temperature, you could actually increase the heat, and it doesn't feel too bad. That sounds kind of weird, but in my experience, that's the case. Like, you could increase the heat at some point, and it's not too bad. I have higher heat tolerance, and my wife is like an Eskimo. So that meme is reversed for me, IRL. Hey. Oh, guys. Do you guys know about body heat? You guys know about body heat? Like, when I sleep, my body turns into an oven. And what that means is that if I fall asleep and I have the blanket on, there's a high chance that I start sweating because my body will try to heat up in response to the cold, and then it gets too hot because I have blankets on, and then I'll start sweating. So I'm a natural oven, right? And then there's some people I know that naturally they don't do that, so they need something warm to keep them warm, and they probably need like electric blankets and like that. So how are you guys, man? Are you guys the oven, or are you guys the freezing one? Which one are you, chat? I have high heat tolerance, so that means in reverse. Thought mustard has to be hot, or isn't called mustard. I like honey mustard, man. Rack 24A. Honey mustard's pretty good. I like that tang and that sweetness for balance, but when it's too strong, man, like, it's worse than wasabi. I don't know if I can handle that, man. Maybe that's an acquired taste, and I just haven't acquired it yet. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Same here. Oh, I see you, Stampin'. You're an oven like me. I am one of them body heats. Hey, I see you guys over there. When I try to get sleep, I'm freezing. In the morning, I'm hot AF. I see you, Mohawks. I see you over there. We'll remember this. I see a Fluon. Printables. Shine Nymph. I don't really need that. I don't really need the fertilizer. I might take Nails. He's a cook. Irritable bowels, I'm not really worried about. Increase that core bonus, which is a plus. Can't be food poison. It's not bad. Alright, so that means I need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're starting to get meal lice, but it's not a lot. So I will uncheck muckroot. They could eat the nutrient bars for now. New save. Yes, we're starting a new playthrough. There's some things I want to go through in the early game that's going to be helpful as we're in the beginning. I radiate heat more like a volcano, I say. I see you over there. Sounds like hormonal issues. Hey, man. Sometimes it be like that. Maybe it's all the tofu I'm eating. I don't even eat tofu. I notice that often do nightmares when temp is too warm while sleeping. Too warm? What's too warm? Doesn't that mean it's too hot? When people say too warm, I think about the people that go shopping and they're like, hey, what size are you? And they go, oh, I wear extra medium. And I'm just like, what the fuck is extra medium? So you're in the middle of the middle? So is that bigger or smaller? I'm not even sure. And it's like, yeah, I just give them a gift card. It's like, dude, I don't know what size that is. Just go buy it yourself. That's what it sounds like. Too warm? What's that even mean? There's a German mustard called something compared to wasabi. Isn't really hot. Oh, I see. I see. That makes sense if you're accustomed to it, right? Definitely an oven. Guess you know. The foot out the blanket trick? Dude, hell yeah, dude. 1 foot off the blanket. And then I have my arms out the blanket too. Does irritable bowels do anything? Not really. You take the bathroom time a little bit longer, so you sit on the toilet a little bit longer, but that's very marginal as an effect. I really just don't care for it. Like, yeah, it's a little bit bad, but it's not game breaking. You know, it's not a deal breaker for me choosing a dupe. I'm clear. Team oven. Summers are hell. Yeah, man. Summers over here where I'm at, it's above 100. Usually it's around 110. If it's really bad, it gets to 120. Fahrenheit, which is around 40 to 50 Celsius for you guys. And dude, the summers nights over here, no blanket, and it's still hot. It's horrible, dude. Yeah, sorry, non-English guy. I see you. TJ, what's good? I see you over there. Dude, I some kind of bug or something. My cook refuses to cook. Cook refuses to cook. The first thing I would do if your dupes refuse to do their job is click on the dupe and click on show navigation to see if they could actually walk to that building. And then if not, if they can, and let's say this is the grill, you could click on the grill and click on errands and see what's happening. If they're not choosing to do it, not permitted, is it a scheduled thing? Maybe it's on their list, but it's not high up enough. Usually doing 2 of those things happen that I just said will basically tell you what's wrong. Because it's usually a pathing issue, or they can't reach the raw food or something like that. But yeah, that's usually what it is. What's the new map? What's going on? We're starting up a new map, so we can explain some of the early game stuff, so that my duplicates have an easier time. And so that we can make the YouTube videos about the early game. Me, vice versa, when it's cold, I have bad dreams. And when I eat a lot, and the room is warm and cozy, I sleep as a baby. I see you, Mohawks. I can't sleep after eating, man. I get stomach issues. I do, man. Extra medium today I learned. Yo, extra medium is a meme, dude. It's a meme. I got that from a movie. Last time I checked, they do not sit there longer at all. Huh. They should. But if they don't, I guess it's so marginal that it's not noticeable. Dude, you're an American. Your measure system sucks. Stone and feats. Come on now. Hey, man. Sapin. All I gotta say is I do not know anything about the Imperial system at all. I just know that... Wait, which one's Imperial? I don't even know. It's one of them, Imperial or Metric. Hey, man, I just know what I'm taught. If it sucks, hey, man, you gotta tell that to the teachers, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for the follow, you guys. El Mixie, Willie C. I see you guys over there. Me reverse, when I'm hungry, I can't sleep until I fill my belly. Dude, when I have acid reflux, so that's why I can't do that. Because when I'm sleeping, oh god. Okay, I have sandstone. How come they're not building this? I mean, at least they're not idle, which is fine. Dude, when I sleep, after I eat, dude, it feels like everything comes back up, and it's tough. I see a sand pen. Hey, man. It is what it is, man. You can hate on it all you want. It ain't gonna change. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where the other one is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the other one. And then there's sand. Okay, so I can't get to here like that. Is there free dupes for Slayer? Oh yeah, Slayer. That's right. Sorry about that, man. So Slayer, you get to choose. We got Nicola or Nails. Let me know, man. Thank you for reminding me, Ms. Campbell Stairs. Appreciate you. Thank you for reminding me. And yeah, I missed that. Very sorry, guys. Nails, man, nails. All right. Isn't this guy with the meme? Hey, this guy's named Nails, but he's a softie. That's the bio, right? People often expect a duplicate named Slayer to be tough, but they're all pretty huge wimps. Yo, rip, dude, Slayer. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Imperial is pounds and inches. Metric system is the other one. Cool. I mean, they both have its uses. I've seen arguments for both, but I don't really care for it, to be honest. It is what it is. When I say my girlfriend self, I used to ask her to feed me in the middle of the night, watch the film, done our business, and now time for food. Yo, I see you, Mohawks. I see you over there. Gotta have that midnight snack ready, huh? Alright, now from this side, if I have this... That's 19? But I could share the wall. I wouldn't want to, though. Yeah, my base is going to have to be wide, 3 wide. So this is 22, right? This is 20. So this is 16? Yeah, that's fine. So that means here to here. Yeah, I would have to go to the wall. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll go down from there. So that means up top, we have to go up like this. So far, so good. Alright, we're going to go through a quick video on early game food. And we're going to talk about the balance for mealwood and what you're going to want to look for. Hey guys, Too Legit City here. Today we're going to go over some of the early game food basics for when you're starting off your colony. In our case, we're starting on Terra, and we're going to be going over a little bit of the meal lice, mealwood food, and how to get a sterile environment so that your food lasts a little bit longer. For the most part, I typically go for mealwood as that's abundant on my Terra asteroid, and usually you're just going to want to grow the things you can actually fertilize right here. When you're growing it domestically, you need to be able to fulfill the requirements. In our case, mealwood's going to be the choice, and usually mealwood's going to be something you'll find everywhere. Now, what I like to do, because of how food preservation is not perfect from the get-go, and you have to live with rotting food, I try to balance out the calories so that the duplicates have enough food generating, so that the amount of food actually waiting for us to be eaten is minimal. Now, typically with meal lice, you're going to be seeing here on the meal wood, the meal lice is 600 kcals each, and it grows 3 cycles. That means every 3 cycles I get 600 kcal. Now, every duplicate, though, they actually consume 1,000 kcals a day. So we need to grow enough meal lice to provide about 1,000 a day. So in this case, we're able to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because 5 times 600 is 3,000 kcals, and that's enough to feed a duplicate for 3 cycles. So the farm tile, you can see right here, tells me the growth cycle is 3 cycles. If we grow 5 mealwood, 5 times 600 is 3k. That's enough for 1 duplicate. So that's the math we're using in order to supply our duplicates with food. So right here we have 6 duplicates. Right here we have 20 tiles. And right here we have 10 tiles. That's 6 times 5, that's 30. And that's how we're doing the math for how much calories we're trying to generate so that we have minimal rot. Now, the second thing we're going to go over is making a carbon dioxide box. This is used to be the vanilla game food preservation method, as you only needed one of the two, sterile atmosphere or deep freeze. And now we only have one of them. As you can see, our meal lice is still rotting a 9% per cycle, but the reduction in decay rate is coming from the CO2. Now, because CO2 is the heaviest gas, as you can see right here, normally all you have to do is make a little pocket like this. I chose to put tiles because I wanted to dig out some of the space below it, and having sand in that area kind of made it tough to leave the natural tiles. So by building out a little dugout like this and having ladders on top, we could run across. And with the beginning, a lot of the times the CO2 is floating around in weird spaces, but because CO2 is the heaviest gas, it's going to be trapped in this little pocket. Now, the only way the CO2 breaks out is if our oxygen runs thin, meaning that we run out of a oxygen source. In our case, it's algae right now. But if that doesn't happen, the CO2 is going to stay there indefinitely, and that's going to help us with reducing the decay rate. But that's going to be the early game food source that I typically start off my colonies with. I tend to build the farm tiles inside the base and just try to make sure that we keep it as cool as possible. The longer we can have the mealwood means the less amount of time we have to spend generating another food source, so we can do other things with this time. So we're going to try to maintain this, but this would be our early game food source until we get something else. If you guys have any questions about what we're doing here, some of the math, maybe you guys need some help with some of the other planter crops, leave a comment down below. And of course, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, guys. What's your plan now? Expand, develop your base? The plan now is we're setting a perimeter. So this insulated tile is going to prevent a lot of the heat from coming in. And if the heat can't come in, our plants grow for hundreds of cycles, because we don't have to deal with the area heating up. The map that you start up with, normally it's going to be around this temperature, 20 to 23-ish temperature. And what you're going to want to do is typically create a box like this. And the shape of the box is dependent on where the heat source is and the shape of your starting biome. I like doing this as it makes it a lot easier for you to maintain a lot of the thermal energy and whatnot. But that's what we're setting up right now, setting up perimeters so the inside stays cool, we could grow crops, and then we'll move all the heat generators to the outside of the base. But yeah, setting up our base perimeter as of right now. Good explanation, thank you guys. Alright, so we have the sieve. I need to convert polluted water into water. We have the electrolyzer. I am going to get rock crusher now. I'll get fire pole as well, as that leads up to the metal refinery. Alright. So we have this set, get the corner, we have to move down here. Alright, we're just gonna bop this and ladder down, as that feels like that's the best option to build out this side. And then this is gonna be tough because, well, let's do that much for now. Because the water's right here, and I need to send up the tile space like that. That might mean I might have to funnel the water to the bottom, which is fine. But that also means I need to hurry this up. Okay, so the CO2 popping down to the ground is fine. I need to open up one of these oxygen bubbles. There's a good amount of O2 here. There's a lot of CO2 in here, so I don't want to open that up if I can. That's CO2. We saw that geyser already. Nothing over here yet. Sweetle. Puff. Ooh, Puff is bad. Puff means the polluted oxygen has slime lung. Oh, huge rip. God damn it, man. I hate the puffs. Because if you have a puff open in the slime area, that means the polluted oxygen has slime lung. Versus the top right, we could see that the polluted oxygen right here does not have any germs. So having a morb or pufflet means bad stuff, usually. So we don't want to go over there. If we could avoid it, we will. But for right now, we're still checking out the perimeter. Oh, you idle? That's illegal, son. You can't be idle. Okay, so we'll get the second ladder, pop that. Okay, so this comes out to like this. This becomes insulated when we can. Ooh, get the data banks. Gotta catch them all, boys. And we can't rummage that yet. That'll be soon. Did not know pufflets make slime. Yeah, they do. So they consume polluted oxygen, but they make slime. So since they're inside, they make slime, drop it on the ground, and then the slime off gases. But they basically poop out waste. It's bad news. Oh man, iced tea is delicious. Guys, what are you guys sipping on today? Hope you guys have something delicious to drink. Subscribe to me on YouTube, you guys. Alex DJ. Oh shit, is that the legend? Alex DJ? 90s trance legend? No, that's Alice DJ. Oh fuck, never mind. Sorry, wrong name, my bad. Alice DJ, that's the name. My bad, guys. I always make sure they drop the slime in water. Yeah, you got to. But you can't control the puffs like that. It's a little bit tough. Yeah, y'all know about Alice DJ? But can't you turn slime into algae? You can! You can, and it's not bad. I don't have the... Oh, I do. You can. It's not bad to do. I typically don't do it unless I need to, because I already have algae. And that process is something you want to avoid, because it doesn't open up any new opportunities for you. It just makes you more reliant on algae, which is something you want to get away from anyways. Oh yeah, another thing I should probably change. We're going to change disinfect to 1,000,000, because it's really not too bad. I don't want them doing jobs they don't need to do. The germ disinfection rate, it's whatevers. What's the breathing range of a puff? I'm actually not sure. I would assume it's like this, where the middle is where the puff is. And that's because that's how a pitcher pump, not pitcher pump, how a gas pump operates. From the bottom left tile of the gas pump, it's a plus like that, where it gathers in gas. So I would assume the puff's in the middle, and it's similar like that. But I'm not 100% sure. You get water and air. No, it is, but it's not like you could keep going down that chain. Versus it's like, if you make an electrolyzer setup, you get oxygen, and then you have something you could feed your hot water into. Which is very important a lot of the times. Having something to feed your hot water into is nice. I gotta be real, that's kind of nice. Damn, this water right here is not convenient. Alright, I think what we're gonna do is make a diagonal. And then that goes out like that. Okay, that's gonna be tough, because that means I need to go outside to do that. And then the heat right here might leak in, so I have to make a diagonal as well. So you want to avoid that. Eventually, we're going to corner that out once we get rid of the water. But I want to set that perimeter, so we have to do that. Dude, I'm going to get Drekos. That's one thing I wanted to work with. Make my Dreco farm. Oh, man. I can't wait to work with Drekos again. Drekos are the best babies. Alright, let's try to do these first. Let's mine that out. This is done. Let's try to mine all that out if we can. This is a floor. Dude, I look over everything with the kitchen in the base, can't figure it out. I'm a sad panda. So can he get to the area? Can he get to the grill? If he can, and you have food, do you have the orders on? Is the grill plugged in? Or did you get a new cook and then he has, how do I say this? Maybe he doesn't have the cooking skill. Maybe he's missing cooking skill to use the grill. He has cooking skill, right? Gotta make sure. This guy's a builder. He's max rank. Is he have the trait that makes him not able to cook? Kitchen Menace? Because if he has Kitchen Menace, no. Have you tried save loading? I will give him carrying capacity. And everyone else will chill. We'll just have the one skill for now. Check priorities. He's allowed to cook. And if you did restart it at least 6 times, and you already checked on, you click on the grill, go to errands, and see if he's trying to do it. This, like, does it say anything on this when you click on your grill? If this is blank, that means no one is allowed to cook. If this is blank, so it looks like this. There's no errands. That means that your duplicates either can't get to it, or the grill is not plugged in, or like the grill is just not working. Blocked path. Maybe the doors don't allow your duplicates in. Oh, I need to fix my doors real quick. Yo, man, I would say send me a screenshot of that, because that's a really weird situation. So we changed our doors right here to one way so that you could only enter from this way and you can't exit from that way. Because if you walk backwards, you don't wash your hands. So we're trying to not allow that. There's nothing, no doors. The only other thing is priorities. I mean, not priorities, schedule. Sometimes I do this because my duplicate is stressed out, and if they're on downtime, they're not going to work. That could be something that might happen, because I've debated myself before like that. Where it's not that they don't want to work, but because they were stressed out, and I made them not work so they could not be stressed out, and then I forgot to remove them off of that. That's the only other thing that comes to mind that may be a problem. Not the stress, but is his schedule proper? Basically, does he have work on his schedule? It's so weird. Also, I'm assuming that you have food available to cook. K-kun! I'm sorry, K-kun, there's only one duplicate for you. So you're gonna be Nicola. Oh, what happened? What's going on, K-kun? How you doing today? This K-kun once claimed he could build a laser so powerful it would rip the colony in half. No one asked him to prove it. I see you, Keikun. I see you over there. Are you a crafter in Final Fantasy, man? That makes sense. If you could build a laser that powerful, you'd be a crafter. Making the loots for the raiders. You are! Oh, I knew it! Oh, man. What a meme. I'm sorry, Keikun. I didn't think you were. I was just memeing. So we're eating muck roots in between, but the moment we get more meal lice... 1, 2... Oh, look at this. 98? Oh, it's so close. We have about 1,800. We have about 30 right now. That's not bad. We're gonna be okay. Let's priority up this so that we get that corner done. This is done. And then we gotta do the same thing. Deconstruct, and then we ladder down if we can. And then we need to start setting up bottom perimeter. So here, here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. This should be my bottom floor. Well, I want to make a weird setup. I really want to make a weird setup. I want to have a dip right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be here. And then I need to do something with this water. And then I need to ladder all the way down if I can. Actually, let's not do that yet, because that exploration is going to raise the heat. Okay. Since I've moved over to sleet wheat and bristleberry, I need to deprioritize my mealwood. Ooh. Just disable harvesting and let your Drecos eat it. That'd probably be the strat, man. Just let the Drecos be happy. That way you don't have to tear it down. Well, you would still have to fertilize. Maybe you don't want to fertilize. Oh, who's dying? Oh, he got jebaited. Somebody save Keikun. He's dying already. They jealous that he's a crafter. Keikun, please. He's free, boys. We're in. I don't know how that happened, man. I always think that's impressive. I've got some in the base, mainly to keep the Paku farm fed. Oh, that's pretty good. That's true. That makes a lot of sense now that they eat seeds. Alright, I'm gonna start ranching. Not that I want to start, but I want to get the critter drop off so I could relocate some of the critters, put them in rooms. I am also going to keep this door open so the duplicants don't have to open the doors to go into the bathroom. Don't be killing me now. It wasn't me. It was Slayer. Yep. Or Phoebe. I don't know. It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. This is not bad because that's a cold source. That's going to cool down some of the temperatures. So that's kind of chilling. We'll let that kind of hang out. Alright. This is cool. And then that's built. We could mine this out. That's not enough water to crush an insulated tile. We want to deconstruct that. That happens a lot. If there's a lot of dupes making foods, some new bug if they were building while another building that tile where they are. Oh, okay. FRD dot, so you know about that, huh? Interesting. New bug found. Yo, Sampin, man. Maybe FRD knows what you're talking about. But yeah, I haven't seen that before. Which is why I'm thinking that maybe something weird's going on. But yeah, I haven't seen that yet. If there's a lot of dupes making foods and they're building while another building that tile. Oh no, he might be talking about Entombed. Everett, are you talking about the Entombed thing that just happened, or are you talking about the food glitch that Sapin might be running into? Pitcher pumps in the way. At least we're using the water. The Entomb. Oh, okay, never mind. My bad. Something else happened. My bad. Something else. So I want to relocate my water temporarily. I could just include this water for now, which wouldn't be too bad. English is hard this hours. All good, man. All good. I've had some dupes entomb themselves recently too. Ha! I remember when the entomb used to never happen. I miss that. The dupes instead get displaced. But I guess they had to put that in to stop the teleport glitch. 2 a.m. here. Yo, man, it's late. But it's the weekend FRD. Hopefully you got nothing to wake up for tomorrow. Oops, my bad. That tile was a prototype interdimensional transverter. Need to scrap that idea. I see you, Scarlet Man. It's coming in with a dangerous tech. Y'all believe this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's here. Y'all believe this guy? He brought in the dangerous tech into our colony? I can't believe it. Alright, so by default, we're going to have that. And then our wall is here. So at some point, we're going to skinny up. I'll probably skinny up at the same spot. So we have some symmetry. Would it be like that? And then it goes up to here? Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that's actually perfect. And then from here, we would go... I'll go on this tile, because I don't want to wait for the granite. That's not bad. Okay, we're going to continue researching. I have critter drop-off. I will get the dispenser now. If he can't build that later, he's going to find another way. Yo, man. Quickly hides the rest of the unstable prototypes. Oh, man. We got to put Scarlet Man in jail, son. We're going to keep him in there with a hamster wheel and a light. And he's going to run all day, every day. The worst fate known to man. Take him to the hamster wheel. I'm just saying, man. It'd be kind of bad sometimes. Alright, so eventually we'll have to build a lock somewhere to get out. But that doesn't have to happen yet. And then once we are ready to get that lock, it's going to be nice times. Because we get to explore. Exploration is going to be fun. But we already have a water source right here. So I'm thinking we're going to have a liquid lock going out. Ooh, another thing I would probably want to get is the guy that digs, Jack. Abyssalite mining. That's what we need, boys. We might have to crack through here for the liquid lock, as the water geyser we want is right there. And there's oxygen pockets. And there's Sweetles. Makes it a no-brainer sometimes. Looks really nice. Alright, so because these platforms aren't really priority, we're going to have to make these priority. When possible. So that the heat stops leaking in from the left side. Alright, so it looks like no germs. Yes, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide, but no slime lungs. Top left is explorable. This is not. Bottom left I probably want to avoid. So I'm probably going to have my liquid lock over here. That's probably going to be the play. Okay, so we have that. We have to mine this out. And I will mine this out as well. Because we could drop down 2 tiles. And then we'll get the platform right here. Ah, that water's going to have to stay there. Same with this. Oh, I have to leave that there. No, we climb up the platform right here. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. These guys are still doing those jobs. They shouldn't have to. Yeah, I should stop them from doing that. That's extra work that they don't need to do because it doesn't really increase the progress of the base. We do that later. It just makes the base look a little bit nicer. More clean. But it's whatevers. As long as we could maintain oxygen gen. Ooh, oxygen gen is kind of low. Right. That may have to do with the top. 800, 700. Yeah, the oxygen is floating up. Oxalite. I mean, they know. If they know, they know. You know what I'm saying, you guys? If they know, they know. And then we'll just put that power wire there for a second algae diffuser. Now this is open, but there's not a lot of open space up top. I do want the algae, but it's not really too concerning. So we're going to deconstruct those two and potentially cap it off so that we don't have to fill up as much space with oxygen. Well, I want to burn through my water as well. Reservoir. Okay, okay. This is coming down. Dupes are chilling. We got to make those tiles right there. We'll do that so we could do a lot of the mine stuff. I need to break into here. Autosave lag. So if I do this, okay, that's not good because we get bought by the sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means it's here. Okay, that's fine. We could climb up and then we would mine this out. And then we'll be able to start making more of the wall right there. Alright, this is not bad. So we wanted this here. And we would mine that out. I'm gonna cancel that because this way we guarantee we could always go up the ladder and we're in water. I don't want to accidentally get someone drowning. That may be bad news. Alright, meal lice is around 5,000 and he's holding one. Do we go up to 6? No, 5891. Feels bad. Alright, so I am gonna unallow the nutrient bars as well. So we forced them to eat the meal lice. Hopefully that means that, you know, we don't have to worry about the dupes and they're okay to go into their cycle now of just eating meal lice. There's only like 2 people getting the sopping wet from right there. But as of right now, we're doing okay. We have food, we have oxygen, as we have algae. We're only on cycle 19. Waiting for that. We want to build the sides right there. I want to get this built if we can. And then we'll ladder down and start building out the rest of it. Because ideally, I want to get this corner built so that I could build it from here without breaking the copper. So that the pool of water doesn't spill out. That's what we're trying to avoid. A lot of CO2 though, so they're struggling right here to breathe. There is no oxyferin, right? Oh, there's oxalite. So breathing down there is going to be a little bit tough. I probably should do this now then. Alright, let's cap it off. We have algae everywhere, even though there's some up top. We could just cap it up so we could pressurize the base a little bit better. Ooh, see some of the CO2 popping up right here? We need that power line built then. But otherwise, so far, so good. I wouldn't mind opening up this pocket so the CO2 drops into here. Elderly, not cramped, that's Pog. But doing that could help us out. CO2 drops into here, we get the oxygen. It's a little bit warm, but it's better than nothing. And then we get rid of the CO2. So we would have to wait for that. Bathrooms are at max priority, so we're tidying them up. Dupes got their beds. It's kind of ugly though, but the stress is low. Alright, alright. We have a lot of water. Now here's the thing. Water is a good thing. Because of how much thermal energy water holds, it's typically nice to have as it acts as a buffer from your base heating up. Because it's a lot harder to heat up water than it is the solid tiles. So because of that, and the fact that you just use it on your computer, so if it is a little bit warm, it's not too bad. It makes it really nice. Because it's a buffer zone for the heat from coming in. I'm thinking a project, create a channel 2 ugly wires and leave airflow tiles next to the bottom floor and A2 entrance. That could work. So you're talking about something like this, right? Between the floors. So let's say this is a floor, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This floor right here is a box, and then you have a regular floor here. And then you have all your ugly wires inside the box. Or something like that. That's what you're talking about? For the most part, I've done that. And it works really well. And what I realized works well is if you have your vertical wall. Kind of a vertical wall. Basically, I made a setup like this. And then next to that was my power source. And I had transformers. Like, basically set up like that. And then we had a ladderway here. And then otherwise, we had a wall here. And then this is my base. I did that before. It worked out pretty well. And it does work. You just have to plan very well. But yes, if you can plan that out, it will work really well. And especially if you have centralized power, where you have all your generators in one area. That way you just have a good distribution system. But yeah, I've done that before. It works well, but it requires a lot of planning. But if you do get it, good results, man. Because it makes it so that you could easily power control center that setup. Meaning that you just get 50% more power. And it's nice. Microchipping everything. Alright, so if you guys see now, it's taking a little bit longer to do the jobs because we're into CO2. This is typically why you want to have a pocket for your CO2 to go down because of how heavy the gas is. And exploration is going to be easier if you go upwards because of that. So typically, unless you're going for oil, you're going to want to explore somewhat going up because it's easier for the oxygen. But of course, that's really up to you. In my case, I will be going for the geyser. It is a little bit north, but it's really just right there. And I think we're going to use that as an oxygen source in the beginning as well. Like straight up just deodorizing. So I'm going to get the deodorizers. Oh, and then I need mesh tiles. Okay, we have the filter setup. Something edge of the floor between plate and basement, add airflow to CO2 sink. Oh, I see you with that. Watch out for that. Because if you have your transformers in CO2, you have a very easy time of overheating your transformers because CO2 is the least conductive gas. The conductivity is a 0.015. It's close to 0, meaning that your transformers are going to heat up very fast. That's the one thing to think about if you do use that same room as a CO2 sink. I've had issues with that before where my things would overheat, and I was like, that's not possible. It's made out of gold. And then I was like, oh, it's sitting in CO2, and it just has nowhere to dissipate the heat. Because of how unconductive it is, the CO2 absorbs the heat, but it doesn't spread it out anywhere else. So that small bubble of CO2 you have at the bottom is going to be the only thing you have to spread out the heat of your transformer. So it makes it very quickly for that to overheat, and it might, you know, break because of that. So just watch out for that, man. You might have to use cooling. What's going on, Moe? I see you over there. How you doing? That's where I use a lot of the granite piping. I see you, I see you. In this scenario, I need a way to dissipate some of the heat. There's a lot of strats. What you could probably do is spill a bottle of water on the bottom so that it touches all the transformers. Because water is going to be more thermal energy than the carbon dioxide gas. And you could actually use that with radiant piping, either thermal regulator or a thermal aqua tuner. That could be a pretty good option because you could just keep the same build, spill a layer of water on it, and it's not going to matter. It's not like it's going to ever boil. And if it does, that's a good sign that you have problems, right? But water is usually pretty good for that. You could very easily just build an ice temp shift plate and cool it down for like another 100 cycles. Because the amount of heat you generate on transformer is a very minimum anyways. And having ice water melt and spill onto that might be good enough in and of itself. I really like your stream. Definitely will come back, catch it live. Heading to bed now. Happy time zone, everyone. Take care, Rockworth. Hope you have a good night. And of course, we'll see you next time. I'm not sure. Are you following? If you haven't... Oh, you are. I was going to say, if you haven't, make sure you follow so you can find your way back. But hey, get that rest when you can. Have a great weekend. And of course, rest well, rest easy. Alright, we're going to have this Abyssal Light release heat into here like this, so it's not too bad. We'll probably delete a little bit of the water, but it's okay. And we'll mine this out right now. We need to start making space. You have the active Discord if you want. Yep, we have a Discord too. If I'm not streaming Oni and I'm streaming City Skylines or something else, you could reach me on Discord. And if you guys leave a message and no one responds to it, I'll make sure I will. For a moment, I heard you say, and don't forget to subscribe. Hey, man, I almost YouTube stuff, man. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today's Oxygen Non-Included stream is sponsored by nobody. That's right, guys. You don't got any sponsors. It's a rough time over here. But of course, I appreciate you guys in Twitch chat coming out today, hanging out with us in stream. Appreciate all the questions, all the lurkers, anything you guys are doing. Thank you guys for being here today. Gotta come in with that radio voice, if you know what I mean. Alright. The water's in. Water pressure. I'm surprised. I mean, that's technically not enough to break my insulated tiles. But I'm worried. 1,100 kilograms right there, man. That's kind of scary. We're going to get the curative tablets just because it cures food poisoning instantaneously. And a lot of times, food poisoning is going to happen early on. Alright, now that we're pretty much good, I'll get conductive wire. 2 bathrooms need to be cleaned. Below 1,200 should be good for regular water. Okay. It's not too bad then. Guys, we're almost done with our perimeter. And because I want my lock to be right here, we'll probably try to set it up. Oh, this would be a great spot because of the diagonal. Yeah, it would be. So if I wanted to set this up as my entrance, and I wouldn't have the ladder here. I would have to move the water, though. That might be tough. And then there's right here I want to break into as well. Three. Okay, we can do it like that. Oni playlist, guys, check out the YouTube videos. It's popping. We're coming out with a video every day. Trying to keep that streak going at least for a month. And then after that, we'll see how long we can go with the 1 video per day. That's a lot of content we got to crank out. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. It feels weird saying that, man. It still does. Because I'm a person that's like not a natural sellout. It just feels weird. Nice with a cozy base again after the last open one. Yes, gotta have the nice base. Gotta keep cozy. Gotta make sure the duplicates stay cool. Because that's the name of the game. Gotta stay cool, you guys. Alright, so we can probably crack an algae tank. Exclamation point sell out. Dude, guys, have you guys heard of Amazon Prime? Guys, if you guys didn't know, we're in tough times right now. It's a recession. It's not. And if you guys want to generate some extra revenue out of thin air, dude, just connect your Twitch account to your Amazon account and you get a free sub. That generates money for me, and that's out of nowhere, dude. That's crazy. In this economy, that's kind of mad that that's an option. So guys, if not me, you got to use it on somebody, another streamer, man. You get 1 free each month. It does not auto-renew because they do not want us generating that revenue out of thin air. Guys, Use your Amazon Primes. Yo, the sellout command. We're in, boys. We're monetizing. Let's go. Thank you, Miss Chemical Stairs. I see you over there. Oh, man. Well played, dude. Well played. Hey, man, times are tough. If you guys want to help out the economy, that's the way to do it. You generate money out of nowhere, man. That's not something a lot of people have the power to do. New World PogChamp. What's going on, Doodlex? 22 cycles in. And this is what we got. We're setting up perimeter, man. Immediate living space. We gotta protect ourselves from all the hotness and all the volcanoes we have next to us. We have a iron volcano. We have a cool steam vent. We have a copper volcano. We have a polluted water vent, and then we have a saltwater geyser. Our geyser options are amazing. So far, this is what we have. Oh, we have an oil reservoir? Oh, that's natural. We have natural gas? I discovered natural gas already? Where? Did I pop natural gas in one of my slime biomes? I don't see any natural gas. That's weird. Cool steam vent, okay. That's a heat source. Oh, fuck. That's not cool because I need to stop that from generating heat ASAP. Okay. And he told me I had natural gas. Did I discover that somewhere? That's not the business, you guys. Natural gas? That's hot. Same with the cool steam vent. How come a new world, though? I wanted to go over some early game stuff for the YouTube videos, and the best way to do that was to start a new playthrough. We already talked about selecting duplicates in the beginning, early game food and food storage, and I'm going to go through things like Dreco farms. Like, I couldn't grow Drecos on my other planet because they die on Rime. So, new base for a lot of the new videos. There's only one DLC right now, Team DX. It looks like an anvil. No, it looks like a modified Texas. I'm just missing the top part. But I see you over there, Scarlet Man. It kind of looks like an anvil. You remember 300? What is your profession? Oh, I'm a blacksmith. that scene was hilarious. What do you do for your living? I'm a blacksmith. He had the freaking nerdiest voice when he said that. High-pitched. I guess they did that on purpose to make it sound like he's not a warrior. Looking forward to the new run and viz. Yeah, man. Hope you enjoy Doodlex. I am really have to reinstall this game and retry. Team DX, man. Reinstall it, have fun. That's what I say to you. And if you don't have fun, you're getting frustrated, ask the people. People in chat, people in the Discord, ask me. Ask the other streamers. Because most of the time, we'd be happy to help you out. Want you to enjoy the game, have fun with it, right? But at the same time, we want you to do what you like to do. And of course, each and every one of us are different people. So the things you might enjoy might be different from some other people. All in all, man, just have fun with the game. We'll help you out if you do get frustrated. Last time I played, automation wasn't even a thing then. Oh, man. Hey, man, automation is here, boys. And it's here to stay. So what I'm going to say is automation is legit. The Huns and Cowboys... Tony Romo sucks ass. I saw Cowboys, I gotta say that. Just missing the Huns. That's the wrong time period, man. We talking football. Last time I played it, automation wasn't the thing. Yo, man, isn't that basically before the game full released? I worked at the blacksmith for 5 years in my younger days. Yo, so I heard when you work as a blacksmith, you get that natural heat resistance. Is that true? Like, you could stand next to the fire and it doesn't feel hot, it just feels warm. Rip Kobe, man. Kobe was the best. I had a video that I ranted on for like 9 minutes talking about Kobe. Check it out in the Twitch highlights, man. It was me just literally talking about what Kobe meant to me. I was a huge fan, man. I saw so many of the Laker moments live on TV. Oh god, it was the most hype thing as a child. He was a franchise player too. Kobe was amazing because there was times where the team is losing And he just goes, "We're not losing tonight." And the other people is like, "Ha ha ha ha," and they're like, "Oh fuck, we down." And then like, there's I have in that era, I wasn't watching Jordan because that was, you know, I'm only 30, so you know what year I was born. So when I was like 5 years old, Jordan was going on a spree. But when I was like of a teenager and was actually following sports, it was Kobe. It's insane, man. It's insane. It's a lot easier to do that now. So it's like, it doesn't feel as amazing. Hey, Miss Chemical Stairs, I see you over there. Thank you for pulling out the highlight. But yeah, Kobe was a beast, man. And you know what was the great thing? Y'all remember the Kobe commercials? Oh man, with Kanye West? And the Kanye is like, "Hey, what do you mean?" He's like, how are you the same animal but a different beast?" And then Kobe goes, "You're welcome." And Kanye is fucking freaking out because he doesn't know what's going on. Oh, that commercial was hilarious, man. That commercial was hilarious. Aw, come on. Y'all not fertilizing the food? Alright, this is a higher priority. Are we out of dirt? Hold up. Are we out of dirt? Nah, we got dirt. We got dirt. What do you mean there's no fertilizer? Alright, it's just a job. Someone has to just supply the dirt. Not many players have that ability. Nope, man. To just turn it on and just dominate. That's a tough skill, man. Dominate a game full of the best people in the world. Best commercial ever. It's up there, man. Played b-ball myself for 10 years, and now my son and daughter play it too. Nice. Good stuff, Team DX. So are you passing along the knowledge that you have, or are you just kind of letting them see if they have the same passion for the gaming? What's the strat? Because a lot of times when it comes to sports, it's either like I want them to become a miniature version of me, or it becomes I want them to have fun. And if they do get serious, I'll pass along the knowledge. Because it's like, it's tough, man. A lot of times you want them to do better than you did, but is that the right thing to do? They have more passion? That's awesome. Dude, basketball is nice. It's a good sport because of how fast-paced it is, so much skill involved. The only thing I know is that you get really bad knees. That's one thing I hear people talk about. Dude, your knees, man, oof, they're done. Like, you know when it rains. You feel that atmospheric pressure on your kneecaps anytime the pressure goes up because it's gonna rain the next day. That's a feeling right there, man. So we could get gas masks. I don't know if I want to actually grab that because I want to try to go straight for Atmos suits if I can. I might have to grab the gas mask though. And Aqua Tuner Tech. That's going to be something that I would like to have early on. Alright, so we opened up this pocket. There was a little bit of CO2 bubble, but opening up the pocket... Oh, there's germs! Oh, snap! Oh, we're getting bodied by allergies. This is actually not bad, because this prevents other gases from becoming airborne. Hey, throw in the dunk emote. Guys. Oh, the dunk emote's taken down. So I could put up the too legit happy. We sacrificed the dunk for happiness. I'm sorry. We sacrificed the dunk for happiness. So I didn't have enough slots. So I had to take away the leg dunk from the bit emotes to put in. I think this is fine as well. When I got the new set of emotes, I didn't have enough slots, so I have to bop one of them. Yeah, as of right now, we're not going to take new dupes yet. Wait, there's allergies in general? None of my dupes are allergic, though. None of my dupes are allergic. It was coming from... I don't know what it came from, though. Fair. Leg dunk will suffice. Alright. Guys, we're boxed in. This is the box we wanted. So this means that the heat right here can't come in anymore, which means we could grow mealwood as long as we need to. I might actually move my farms to this side because the heat can't come in from this way, and if I have my liquid lock over here, that might allow heat to come in through the water, but it's going to be slow. But otherwise, we're in a good positioning. And I am going to do a trick.